Hey, my friends, this is Vineet, and today on HEX Star Interview, we have a celebrity, Vinayak Joshi from Namma Bengaluru. Vinayak is a famous RJ. He is someone who's into video production. I think half of Bengaluru or Karnataka knows him well. And Vinayak has just graduated from 10 weeks of HEX Intensive Diamond Program. He has got smashing, amazing results. And he's here on us on HEX Star Interview. So welcome, Vinayak. So good to have you. And we want to hear from you. What has been your experience in the last 10 weeks?
Thank you for welcoming me. First of all, I'm very proud, very happy, and extremely excited to share some wins today and also some losses, right? So when I say loss, there are a lot of people who use the word loser as a very derogatory term, right? But here in this context, losing is nothing but winning. So if you have to call yourself what a loser, that means you have won a lot many things. So here I am being a loser, but winning a lot many things that I wanted to win over for many years, right? So I'm very happy that you are the reason for this loser to be here in this shape and size. And sometimes loss does bring a smile on your face, and one such experience is HEX.
Fantastic to hear that, Vinayak. And yes, I can see your face is glowing and with that bright smile. Tell us your top wins from the program. When you enroll into the program, what all were captured in your goal sheet? What was that you were inspiring to achieve? And how's been the journey? How's been the results?
So there is a very famous saying which I've written on my desk here. It says, what got you here will not get you there. That's because you knowingly, unknowingly do a lot of things which will give you results, which is based on your character trait, your habits, and your talent, and your subconscious mind. It's a combination of, and your attitude, a lot of things, right? But when it comes to health, mental well-being, and in general wellness, what defines the most is your habits and your routine. And when I was joining HEX, thanks to my friend Shrikant Acharya, who pushed me and gifted me this to take this initiative towards health. So let me tell you, let people get a context of why I was trying to do this. After lockdown, I stopped working out. So my body condition is that when you stop working out, you tend to put on weight immediately, like immediately. Next day morning, you can see it, you know. So that's my body type. And I got married thanks to my wife, who has fed me some amazing meals, my family, my father-in-law, because when you're married, you obviously tend to go to many houses for lunch and all those things. And then you're traveling, you have many moments, you can't say no. And I also let life happen. You know, I wanted to experience life because being an actor, being a public personality, you're always watchful about what you do, what you eat, how you look. And I was doing this right since when I was 6 years old, right? And in the past, I was weighing about 123 kgs when I was about 19, 22, 21, 22. And there was a moment which told me that you have to change yourself. And that's where I started running. And till date, I have ran like about 100 half, full, and ultra marathons, a countless number of 10Ks. And that became a part of my life. And when I was doing this, I took good care of my nutrition. And thanks to my age, that whatever you do, the results will show, right? As in when you progress, as in when you start aging, that's when things are not under your control. So I lost about 42 kgs back then. And this was all on my own. Even people were asking me, were you on any supplements? Did you go through liposuction and stuff like that? But it was real hard work day in and out. For 10 years, I didn't work out. Somewhere, I felt very saturated doing this because I lost motivation and drive to be the same person because my purpose and my goals were different. I wanted to focus on many other things apart from, because this would take a lot of my time. So to reinvent myself, I stopped everything. And that's where I put on about close to like about 21 kgs, right? In over a span of 3 years. And it happened very gradually, and I was aware about it, but I couldn't do anything. I even tried and failed quite a few times. But uh, when I saw Shrikant and his results, I was like, wow, this is good. I need to try something. And that's where I realized, when you have accountability, when you have a group of people who are in the same zone of problems that you have, you don't feel you're alone. And that's where the support system and a great guide and mentor like you will definitely help a lot of people change their lives. So, actually, I had faith in this program, but I never had any expectations, because I came here, even though I knew a lot about fitness. I worked for a fitness company also in the past. I know how body works and everything. So for me, the key here was to unlearn and just let you take control over my life and just follow things sincerely. So that, in a sense, unlearning and doing the right thing is what I have gained in this program, and I have rebuilt a lot of confidence in me that a lot of things can be done, once you put your mind and heart into it. So when I started, of course, in my own family, right, even they didn't believe in me, because I had failed a couple of times even my friends they didn't believe. Everybody wrote me off. You were a champion and not anymore. But the champion in me was never accepting it. And you wanted to have a starting point. And HEX started it for me again. Thank you.
That's awesome. So, can you share with us what has happened in the last 10 weeks in terms of your relationship with food, in terms of your energy, in terms of how you feel, in terms of all the other symptoms? What has been the improvement?
One, on a spiritual level, because I'm a very spiritually inclined person, I feel very thankful for what I am getting to eat on the table, right? Second, I am enjoying anything that goes into my mouth. And third, the amount of effort that my wife and my family that they put in to see me succeed makes me feel much more happier, because it's a collective effort. It's not just my effort. It's a collective effort, right? So my wife actually deserves the HEX
Wow.
more than me. Thank you for this memento. I have a lot of them behind me, but this is very special to me, because in the last 10 weeks, let me tell you a few. When people want to join such courses, right? Yes, you take responsibility of all of us, but it's also important that we also take responsibility of us. And that is what was the key to this success, is what I feel, or all the successful people in this program. I invested in myself. Time is money. You need to invest. You have to make time for it. You can't keep excuses, right? So for the last 2 months, all I have done is HEX and my livelihood, nothing else. I said no to my friends. I said no to everything. I made a conscious effort. Even when I was going out to an event, I made sure that I'm carrying my meals. I pack it. I won't give up at any cost. So when you do this, the determination that you show to yourself will surprise you, and it will lead to a great amount of confidence that will be boosted within yourself, right? So in the last 10 weeks, my health has definitely changed. I have surprised myself with respect to how I have changed my habits, the time I wake up to time I sleep. And more than everything, this diet is not about eat this, eat that. It's about think before you eat. And that awareness is always in me. And even now, when I'm enjoying the sweet, I know what I'm doing is right or wrong. And it's a very conscious choice that I make. And I'm very happy that I'm aware of my decisions, because you won't regret when you're aware of it, right? So this is what has happened as a major change in my life over the last 10 weeks.
That's amazing to hear. This is fantastic to hear, Vinayak. How's been your energy? Because when they say when you lose weight in general, your energy takes a toll, and you don't feel that much good. How's been your experience in this program? While you've lost weight, what has happened to your energy? In fact, we have a process called energy vitality score, right? Wherein we track your energy vitality score. So tell us something more about that, your EV score. Tell us something more about what all good things are happening in your life.
See, when we started, my EV score was at 2.75. I'm sure somebody goes through the process, they'll understand the importance of this, right? But now my EV score is close to 7.5 out of 10, which is a significant improvement. We thought it'll be 4 or 5, but it's 7.5. I give half the credit to this because it's about how I have made myself feel, right? So that is about the EV score. My energy levels is top notch. There is not even a single supplement that I'm taking. There is not even a single, what do you say, that any synthetic or artificial drugs that is being used. It's 100% natural, where your body repairs itself and comes back to original shape or towards better performance, right? Morning, see, I'll give you an example. I work about 12 to 13 hours a day, like, or sometimes even 16, 17 hours. Recently, I went for a shoot and I stood there at morning 6. I finished the shoot at night 10 o'clock. I was standing and working throughout. My steps had reached almost 25,000. And then we had to drive back to Bangalore for 4 hours. And everybody in the team were like, oof. And they all slept in the car. For 4 hours, I drove back home. And even when I landed home, right, I was still very energetic. I didn't say I'm not tired. I was still energetic. I had energy to do things, right? I was not exhausted. So this is something very significant as a change that I have seen in myself. And thanks to you, many people think that when you eat, you get nutrition. And many people don't realize that when you don't eat right, you don't get the right nutrition. And that's what has changed for me.
This is huge. Getting like working so much, going for the shoot, going for so much work, and still feeling energetic, not feeling tired, must be amazing. How about your relationship with food? When you came into the program, there were small food cravings that you have, that this food I want to eat. Is there an impact? Is there a change in your food cravings?
Vineet, I will not just go to food. I'll go to habits. I'll go one step further, When I started this program, I usually used to have a beer or a whiskey, like about 1 or 2 smalls. And I used to enjoy this because weekends, this is how you chill. I'm not an addict, but I was into a pattern. And when I started this program, I decided that apart from the diet that you are suggesting, I will not indulge myself in any of this. Even though you said once or twice, hey, you can go ahead and do it, I made up my mind. I said no. And why is this important? Not just for your health. I started understanding the kind of people I meet, the reason why I met them, the amount of money and time that I invest, and why am I doing this? And when we have wins in life, we either go and drink and celebrate or do stuff like that, right? Even maybe a small or a glass of wine. But this one made me realize that your wins can be celebrated through a lot many things. When 5th week, when I saw half of my progress, that day I told my wife, "Chalo, tum biryani khao, or मैं cycle करके आता हूँ." And I went for a 40-kilometer cycling, and I came back. Right? So
Awesome.
that was my celebration. My celebration changed. Sometimes I meditate when I'm successful. I don't go all out.
Yes.
Because me as a person, one side. On the other side, my relationship with food, I realized people who like to eat should also learn the art of fasting. And I'm not saying you're fasting in this, but when you nibble food, when you don't have a pattern to it, when you don't have self-control on a lot of things,
yes,
you realize that how your mind is cheating you every single day. It's actually not you who is craving for it. It is your subconscious mind which is craving for it. Thanks for making me realize this. So many times now, when I want to go and grab something, I stop my hand right there and I say, hey, this is not worth it. Leave it. Sometimes even I've had a bite and I've took it out. I'm not kidding. No disrespect to food, but I want to respect what I want, So this is something that has changed, very, very certainly. And sometimes when I want to eat, I'll go and eat. Recently, I had a gulab jamun, right? And I did not enjoy it like how I used to do before. It's the sugar doing the trick. But as a feeling, I did not really enjoy it that much because I realized it is you who is giving value to that gulab jamun. The gulab jamun is not adding a lot of value to you. It is you. Oh, I want this. So I
Absolutely.
realized that the power of giving value is with you, not with the material or the food that you eat. So this is a big, big win for me in my life. I apply the same formula to people. If you try and make me angry, yes, but I have the power to give value to it. Whether should I respond to it, should I ignore it, or should I kind of just listen to it and dwell on it? It's under my control. So somewhat I feel what you eat is what you think or what you feel. This is directly proportionate, and this is the best example that I can say.
This is huge because we are talking about the root cause. We are talking about how to change our relationship with food, because these are the breakthroughs which are long lasting, and all the weight loss, all the things would be just a byproduct of it. And I'm so very happy. I think you've lost weight, your symptoms have improved, but at a very core level, your relationship with food has changed. And I think that's where you'll get a high energy experience. That's where you will be nonstop, and that's where you'll be able to sustain it for long term as well. With that note, tell us, how's been the reaction of people? You said that people were saying, Vinayak, you were a champion, but now what? How has been the reaction of people around you when you go to work? How do people see the original Vinayak back? Vinayak, who was a champion, who was a role model. How does it feel to get that back from the people?
See, when you do what you say, people take you more seriously, and it questions how they judged you at one point. So now, when a lot of people see me in my own first circle, their eyebrows go, oh, like this. That's very important. And whenever, not just this program, I keep telling it to a lot of people, because I have lost a lot of weight in the past. People write to me and they ask, how do I get this? And this applies to everybody, and I have experienced it myself firsthand. And for first 4 weeks, you see the change. First, then 8 weeks, the family sees the change. 12 weeks, the world sees the change. So it is close to 12 weeks now, and people are like, "Oh, nice! You've lost quite a lot of weight." And they even say, "Have you lost 15 kilos? Have you lost 17 kilos?" Even though my weight loss is like about 11 kilos, people think, "Oh, wow!" And one is weight loss, the other one is inch loss. Weight is not a problem according to me, but how you look and how energetic you feel, that is also very important, because you can lose weight. Losing weight is not a big deal. How do you sustain that weight loss, and how organic is it, and can you really maintain that diet even when you are not putting your 100% into it? So these are the questions that I wanted to kind of address. And for a lot of people out there who think this is a challenge, it is not. Second, if you think weight loss is an uphill challenge, it is not. And third, if you don't have belief in yourself, don't worry, believe beneath. That's all I can say.
So, with that note, this was so inspiring to hear from you, Vinayak. Tell us, we have completed this 10 weeks of journey, and there are small system processes. There are things that we do on a daily basis, things we do on a weekly basis. If you have to pick up, what did you like the most personally in this program? What are those top 3, 4 things that you like the most?
Personally, I think it is the process itself. Such a professionally designed course, uh, such an efficient course that is done so well online. I never imagined that a beautiful course can be designed so well. It's so interactive. Your team is absolutely professional. They make it as easy as possible. Even though I was one of those very good students who did not call and disturb your team every single day, but whenever I reached out to them, they got back to me, because you don't actually need so much of inputs. Everything is quite clear. Just follow the instruction, apply a little bit of common sense, and just keep doing it. A lot of people, they have this attitude problem. पैसा दिया है, हम आपको respond करना है. That is the approach that they take. But I'm saying money in this course is just to quantify your time and effort, and the results is priceless. So don't take a customer centric approach when you come to this program. Take a holistic approach where you respect and believe what the person is doing. I'm sure, Vineet, you have all the you have all the capabilities, your team has all the capabilities to deliver what they come here for, provided they don't cheat on themselves, right? They have to do it very sincerely. This is not about being honest to you, it is about being honest to oneself. It tells a lot about how honest you are and how much are you ready to invest in yourself. I think this is very, very important. I personally like the process itself. Such a brilliantly designed course. And honestly, if there is an opportunity for me to, do what you're doing, I would be the first person to apply, because this is not about money, it's about changing lives. And it's amazing. And I feel if you're in London or America or Timbuktu, don't worry. This is the right place to be. You can do it from wherever you are.
That's awesome to hear from you, Vinayak. On that note, hypothetically, if you have to rate this program on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, how much you would rate this program?
I
And
would
why?
rate like 11. No, that is on the emotional side. But to be very statistical and to talk about the program itself, I think I would rate this at about 9 to 9.5. That 0.5, why I will take away is for the only fact that I have cursed you for a few days for not letting me in what I want.
Okay. Last question for you, but also the most important question. There are many people who will see this interview, but still that self-talk is going on. Whether this will work for me, or they do not have trust in themselves, or sometimes they do not even have trust in this program or another program. What is your message to someone who's having this inner chatter going on? Can I do it? Will it make any difference to me? Or even this thought, does it even make sense to invest on my own health? Sometimes this chatter keeps popping up in your head. What has been your experience? How did you take that leap of faith, Vinayak? What was your experience when you enrolled into this program? And what would be your message to someone who has any doubt or any skepticism in their mind? How would you address that?
So, this is what it says. It says Joshile. So Joshile is a web series that I did, but it was also version 2.0 of mine. Okay, as a creative personality. And even in one of my TEDx speech, I have told about the same. For a mind that is chattering all the time, there are two things. Jacqueline Hyde, of course, that we speak about it in the course. But in my term, there are two people in your head. And there are two notes. One, it says Agala. That means I can't. Madala. That means I won't. Okay. Agala, impossible, is definitely not something that one should tell. Because until you do it and make things work, it is still impossible. The day you do it, it becomes possible. So impossible is impossible, actually. But I won't do is what we have to cross. Means it is definitely possible. You have to make this work. And if you want to make this work, there is a whole lot of ecosystem and support around you through HEX family, faculty, and Vineet himself, right? So all I can say is, don't think too much. Don't overthink. Just jump into it. Even if you don't have money to do this, borrow money from a friend and do it, because it is worth investing. I'll tell you one thing, Vinny. If I want to buy a car, I won't take a loan. But if I have to invest in myself like this, definitely I will take a loan and do it. I'm very shameless about it. Because what you invest here will save lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees that you spend in the hospital tomorrow. What you invest here will make you gain lots and lots of confidence and business for you tomorrow. So don't invest in a commodity, invest in yourself first. And it starts from a course like this, is what I feel.
Such a powerful message from you, Vinayak. You just spoke your heart out, and you've been a rock star. You've been an HEX star. You've been a celebrity, but then we got an opportunity to celebrate your efforts, your results. I can't tell you how much happy I've been to work with you in the last 10 weeks, wherein you took the action, you took time for investing in your own learning, in your own health. And Now you are becoming a role model one more time, being
Thank you,
being
sir.
the champion which was there. From my side, wishing you tons of luck, tons of success. Let lot more Joshile versions keep coming in future. Yes, go ahead and share.
No, I have a question for you because,
Yes,
okay, you saw me for the first time in one of the induction courses, right? And you're
yes,
seeing me here today. How have
yes.
you pursued me? How have you seen me from then to here? What do you think about it?
Oh my God, the changes are so visible, Vinayak. You can't stop smiling. Right now, this smile is just so fixed on your face. The way it comes out, the way it brings out that positivity, that vibration, you're so alive. You're vibrating with high energy. That's how I see you. We did meet up. We did meet up like offline. That also happened in Bengaluru. But prior to that, my interaction was limited to Zoom and online. And that Vinayak was a bit serious, and that smile was missing, which I now see continuously on your face. That smile, that vibration, that energy. So bring it on, keep doing it, and I'm sure you have a lot more people to take inspiration from. You yourself has a great YouTube channel. You are a creator, so you are into that space wherein you can influence of people. And what better way than to be a role model example? What better way than to walk the talk and be that point of reference for millions of people who can see you as a role model one more time? That's your goodie box. Awesome.
Yes. And you know what? I'll tell you another secret. I haven't
Yes.
opened it yet. That means petrol khatam nahi hua abhi tak.
Awesome, awesome. This is also for those of you who are watching this. This is also one of the system that we had, which is called Goodie Box Chat, wherein you actually applaud yourself for the great work that you are doing on a day-to-day basis, and it starts shifting your identity, shifting the way you see yourself, shifting the way you talk to yourself. It's about that self-talk, self-chatter that Vinayak just spoke about.
I'm very thankful to the entire HEX team, especially to Deepthi and Jyoti and a lot of unknown people who are working in the background. I extend my gratitude and thanks for changing so many lives. And I think you're doing a very noble job. Just continue to do it. And I want to reiterate one more thing. Guys, this is not about taking supplements. This is not about going on crash diets. This is not about being hungry all the time and cursing and yelling at people. No, this is a beautiful experience where you kind of just reinvent yourself. Whatever jo bhi hai aapka paas, he's just like kind of making you aware of it. That's it. So I think it's a very great program. And I can't be thankful enough for this opportunity and to Shrikant for introducing me to this. Thank you once again, Vinny.
So great to hear from you, Vinayak. It was my absolute pleasure to work with you for the last 10 weeks and bring you where you are. And again, wishing you tons of success, tons of happiness. Keep doing the work, keep being the role model, keep inspiring millions of people. And I'll meet you soon again.
Yeah, see you in the platinum.
Absolutely. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.